Now, there's a breaking news coming from Benue State. Makodi. Angry protesters have dumped the 5 bodies of people that were allegedly killed by the Fulani Herdsmen on the highway. Now, motor can no longer move. Motor cannot go forth, motor cannot go back. The people of the village have said enough is enough. They have dumped 5 bodies of people that were allegedly killed, according to them, by the Fulani Herdsmen in Benue State. That information is right here on your screen. Benue State is now becoming a graveyard, same as Plateau State. Now, I'll be talking, that to me is the consequences of the Biafra Civil War. But I'll be talking about that. Let me stay on this first. Pastor Paul Enenche, senior pastor of Dunamis, have said it is high time the people start defending themselves. A man of God, Dunamis Ministry, the senior pastor, Pastor Paul Enenche, is also right there on your screen. He has told the people it is time you start defending yourself. Find a way to defend, because the massive loss of life is on the high side. So enough is enough. Find a way to defend yourself. It is also right there on your screen. From the man of God, Pastor Paul Enenche. But like I said, do you need to wait for Paul Enenche to tell you? Enugu has begun forest guard. There is forest guards now in Enugu State. In Enugu State, there are forest guards. So we need not wait for a man of God to tell you that it is time to start defending yourself. Now, before I proceed, if you are watching for the first time, kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel, on notifications, drop your comments, click the like button, and also share this video. It takes you nothing to like and share. Like and share this video and drop your comments if you are watching. Subscribe or not subscribe, and also on notifications. Benue State, Plateau State. Benue and Plateau, as of today, the way things are going, is finished. Now listen to me. You are seeing one information right there on your screen. A full animal said they have conquered Benue State. It's right there on your screen too. So when I give information, they are there. You know, sometimes I see some people criticize me, but all those things don't matter. All I do is to come and give you information verified. Now I have my opinion on that, on those informations. A full animal said Benue now belongs to the Fulani by conquest. It is right here there on your screen too. That they have now taken control, they have taken charge of Benue State. But the question is, the people of Benue State, are they going to allow this? Because we can say it's just Herdsmen. Will they allow the Herdsmen overcome them? Now this is the question. Benue State was the food basket, or is still the food basket of Nigeria. Benue State, you know, those they have fertile land, so food comes. Benue State, the food basket of Nigeria. Now you're asking me, why is food? I'm talking about that cassava, yam, those things. Why are they very costly? Simple. Farmers cannot go to the farm again. The farmers are being hunted down by the armed Herdsmen in Benue and in Plateau. Even in some part of the north, I gave you a news last week. In the north, they told them before you can harvest your crop, you have to pay 5 million. I gave you that information here. So what is the government going to do? That is what matters. You know, just now they brought dead bodies to the road, and they are protesting. Today, Sunday, the 21st of September 2025. Today, Sunday. Now listen, they are protesting, bringing dead bodies to the road. But is that the solution? These are the vital questions. Because now, bringing nobody on the road that they are there, after having days to go back, they strike back again. I gave you an information. Over 150 churches have been closed down, according to the Reverend Father, in Makurdi alone. In Makurdi alone, over 150 churches were closed down over the activities of the Herdsmen in Makurdi. I gave you that information. Now listen to me. The Biafra Civil War, you ask them, who did you support? They call them the middle belt of Nigeria, or better still, the North Central, Benue and Plateau. Don't forget, Yakubu Gowon is from Plateau State. Now, almost every week, if not every day in Plateau State, the life of human being in that particular part of Nigeria, I can't just, almost every day in Plateau State, there are different reports. And you are asking the elders, what are they fighting for? Now listen, I remember the governor of Benue State. He told the people not to retaliate any killings. Governor alias former Reverend Father, he told the people, do not retaliate any killings. The people of Benue State, that they must not and they should not retaliate the killings of any militias. He himself said, the governor of Benue State, that the Fulani who are killing these people in Benue State, they are not Nigerian, that they are from Mali. Now this is the question, listen to me. Now, how do we differentiate Nigerian Fulani and Mali Fulani? Now, these are young boys walking on the road. If they want to enter Okada, who they carry them, they don't know. These are young boys walking. If they want to enter Okada now, they don't know who carry them. Whether Fulani of Mali or Fulani of Nigeria. So you are asking question. Listen to me. The Fulani that are killing in Benue are not Nigerian Fulani. They are Mali Fulani. Number one question should be, how did they find their way to Nigeria? That's the number one question now. How did they find their way? If you say, okay, the Fulani are not Nigerian Fulani, good. How were they able to come to this country? Number one. Number two, how do we differentiate between them? Especially if they are speaking the same language. These two must be put side by side. How do we differentiate them? How do I know the difference between the Mali Fulani and the Nigerian Fulani? How do I know? And when that man said that they have conquered Benue, that Fulani has conquered Benue, which you are seeing on your screen, how many people of Benue have come to counter him? And is it truth that the Benue people have been conquered? Now listen to me. Yesterday, I gave you an information. In Kwara State, their market was shut down. I gave you that information yesterday. It was completely shut down yesterday. I gave you that information. Also, another information, Sheikh Gumi met President Tinubu in Kaduna. Sheikh Ahmad Gumi, he met the president in Kaduna. Now, whatever they say, let us see. It is the result that matters. Let us see the result. Let's see the way forward. Whatever they've discussed, let us see it comes to play. It's not about just having meetings. No. Let us see the result of the meeting. Or how they put it. So the people of Benue, what a pity. The people of Benue, I don't know. I've always maintained, anytime a man wake up, that's no particular morning. So if they will wake up, I don't know. The Benue indigenes, if you are going to wake up, I don't know. I don't know. And that is, and in all sincerity, I don't truly know. I don't know when I go wake up. A pastor is just not telling you that you must defend yourself. Now the question is, must a pastor tell you that's a dynamic pastor, Pastor Polenente. He has told the people of Benue, go and defend yourself. But must you wait for a man of God to tell you? Until they finish with that, until they finish, all of them finish for that village. We see many of Benue people crossing over to Enugu State. The same Biafra who you fought against, you're now crossing over. Because Benue fought on the side, these are facts here. Benue people fought on the side of Nigeria during the Civil War. Now crossing over to Enugu State for safety. Now, these are what we have always been talking about consistently at every time. The people of Nigeria must they must open their eyes now. Instead of kind just coughing every day, the Benue people must now stand up every protest, state police, and start their own forest guard. Enugu have started. Look at, I showed you the pictures. Enugu don't start their own. Benue people, they should start guarding their forest. When I gave the news that the Fulani Herdsmen have been banned from using weapons, when I said we never see the video, we have not seen the video where they drop the weapon. I've not seen it. If you have seen it, drop your comments. I have not seen any video where they have dropped their weapon. It means that the people must still be at alert and be on guard. It was the same Benue governor who they almost killed. Former governor of Benue State, Samuel Otto, he was almost killed. He was almost killed, former governor of Benue State, by the same people. And immediately, Funam took responsibility in this country. But people don't read and they don't search for history. Funam took responsibility immediately. Say, now we won't kill you. Funam simply means Fulani Ashanti movement. They told the governor instantly, now we won't kill you. How many of them did Buhari arrest while he was alive? Now, how many of the Funam members that took responsibility, how many of them was arrested by Buhari's government? How many of them was arrested by Buhari's government? So you don't need to wait. You take your destiny into your hands. DSS boss Ajayi said it, that people should form a local vigilantes to defend themselves. Now DSS organize talk camp. I mean, now your place in a legitimate way. It is your own environment. It's your own village. It's your own forest. Now get time for that place. Now you get village. Now you get forest. Now you get time. Now somebody comes from outside and eliminate you. So every indigenous Nigeria, all of you now, open your eyes. Now open your eyes now. Every indigenous that you know that this place is my own. I know where I come from. So everybody must know where they come from. And I said, it is time every parent, wherever you are, start teaching your children history. It is that important. Now listen to me. Every parent now, start teaching your children history. It is now very, very important. Sit your children down and teach them history. Let them know how Nigeria was formed, who gave the name Nigeria, and the different ethnic groups, especially if you are from a minority group, so that the language don't just appear. Teach your children your language, all these things. Make them sabi speak your language. It's very, very crucial, and the way things are going now, very crucial and important. Your pikin, teach your language, make speak your language. It is very, very crucial now. with the way things are going in this country now, no be joke. Make your pikin sabi your language, make e dey speak am. Make you tell am history, where e come from, where you dey come from. Even if you are abroad, in the USA, in UK, in anywhere where you dey, make your pikin know your history. Make you sabi speak your language. Especially if you are, because okay, Herdsmen carry gun, na say na Herdsmen. Instead of you are packaging nonsense. Somebody carry gun, say na Herdsmen. A bandit. A terrorist is a terrorist. Give them the name which they are supposed to bear. Even if I no get, me I wan see am. Other this I no get. Give them the name that suits them. Give them the name that they are. All this you are packaging something. You are packaging Herdsmen. No, a terrorist is a terrorist. Simple. Herdsmen. Now call them the name which they are. Say Herdsmen. A terrorist is a terrorist. It's as simple as that. All these things you are doing here. So the people of Benue State, whenever a man wake up na morning be that, so good morning to you. But then kudos to the Nigerian military, they killed many terrorists again. Yeah, the Nigerian army went to Igbo land and told the Igbo youth to join the Nigerian army. They were encouraging them because the Igbo youth were refusing to join the Nigerian army last year, 2024. Now, these are the issues. How will President Tinubu find a way to convince the Igbo that they are part of the larger Nigerian dream, and they now have a future in this current Nigeria? How will Tinubu convince the Igbo people? Yesterday, no, on Friday, Ohanes Igbo asked the president to release Nnamdi Kanu so they can go on medical treatment. But the presidency refused to even reply to Ohanes Igbo. The presidency, they didn't say anything. Now, how will the Igbos feel in the larger Nigeria project? Would they still believe that they have a future in this current system in Nigeria? Because these are the questions. I said the North does not own Nigeria. I've been saying it for a long time. The North does not own Nigeria. Nigeria belongs to every region. The North does not own Nigeria. Forget. I gave you a news earlier. Benue State. 5 indigenes of the Benue people, they were protesting. They blocked the highway and dropped their dead bodies. As nobody will pass. Pastor Paul Enenche now said, enough is enough. Start defending yourself in Benue State. So even the middle belt are now tilting towards the southern part of Nigeria with the current level of insecurity. Middle belt people. That is why anytime the middle belt always seem to support the south in anything. Now, these things are the question. Listen to me. What Jonathan did as Nigerian president, it may never happen again. It may never be replicated again. What he did from his own conscience as a president, it cannot happen again. It cannot happen again. What he did as a young president, it cannot happen again. That a sitting president accepted a defeat. I know. That Jonathan accepted that he has been defeated and handed over power. It may not happen again. In 2019, you saw the elections. The PDP claimed that they had a server, that they won the election. Did Buhari hand over anything? Or the Buhari was accepted? INEC had to declare Buhari as the winner of the election. All these things are what you are talking about. The Yoruba people of Tinubu, they have always talked about restructuring. Let there be restructuring. But the question is, will Tinubu restructure Nigeria? Before he became the president, he always spoke about restructuring. That he likes restructuring, the party will restructure. Even then, Shetima said, restructuring my foot. The current vice president of Nigeria said it, that restructuring my foot on a video. Now, how will Tinubu achieve restructuring when his vice had already said restructuring my foot? I've always said this. Presidency, yes, 8 years ago. Jonathan spent 8 years, 6 years. I'll say, he come out. Buhari came in. After Buhari 8 years, Tinubu don't come. Highest is 8 years. It is the legacy that you leave behind. Restructure this, restructure Nigeria. It is now crucial and important. Restructure the country. Let there be restructuring. Let Nigeria experience a social country.